it's B from EV Outdoor Chat. Today we're going to be smoking some ribs on our Masterbuilt 30-inch electric smoker. And we're going to get these ribs prepped up. It's going to be about a 4-hour cook, I think. I don't know. It's our first time using our electric smoker. So we've got our ribs set up. I've already pulled the membrane off these two. We're going to pull it off this. If you haven't pulled the membrane off the back of your ribs, all you need to do is insert a butter knife underneath here. Just get underneath that rib right there. Take your little paper towel here, grab, and then hopefully you can just pull with one shot all of that. Now what you want to do is get that off there because it's very tough and the smoke will not, or the heat will not penetrate and your seasoning will not penetrate. So once you get that off, you'll be good to go. So that's what your ribs should look like right there. These are already pulled. Today we're going to be using Meat Church's seasoning. I watch Meat Church on YouTube all the time, so a big shout out to them. We're going to be using the Gospel, and then we're going to be using Voodoo with a little spice, and then the honey. What is this? The honey hog. So we're going to start with a little bit of the Holy Gospel, which is like a salt, pepper, and garlic. So we're going to start on the back side of the ribs. We'll start with these two. These two are going to be the exact same. They're going to be kind of a sweet rib. So let's start with a little bit of this. We're just going to lightly put this on this rib. Just like this. We're not going to use a binder. One, because my wife is allergic to the binder that we normally would use, which is mustard. So she can't have that. So we're gonna stop her from going to the hospital. We're gonna pat this down. Pat, don't rub it in, okay? Just pat it down. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side as well. We're just gonna go light on this. And then we're gonna go heavy on the honey. Just like that. And now we're going to take this. Let's get the honey. And you go heavy on this. There you go. We'll get the ends, don't worry. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one, but we're going to switch it up. That gets in there. Yeah. There you go. And this has got salt in it too, so. Alright, let me set these aside. And let's do this one. Add a little bit of salt to that. It's got big pepper in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a big pepper. Real light with that. Just like that. And now let's bring out the Voodoo. Now this has got the, it's not overbearing, the spice. But it's got a little bit of spice on it and you can see it. It's the green flakes you see right there. That's gonna be really good. Soak up all that. Alright. I gotta remember which one's which. Now if you can come in here on this, you can already see that these ribs are already sweating. What it's doing, it's pulling in all that spice. So we're gonna let these set for about 15-30 minutes. We're gonna get our smoker going. So that'll allow that time to get all the spices to suck in. And then we're gonna get these in the smoker. So we'll see you in about 30 minutes. All right guys, The ribs have been setting for almost a half hour. If you come in and take a look, they are sweating. You can see that the moisture is being pulled out because of that salt, and all that seasoning is being sucked into the meat there, which is what we want. Our smoker is almost up to 250. We get the wood chips burning. I'll show you guys when we go out there. We're gonna have to watch those wood chips with this electric smoker. We're using a cherry wood. We'll check that about every half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll do a little spritzing in about an hour or so. But we're gonna get these on these racks. We're gonna get them in the smoker, and then the countdown begins. So let me get these on the racks, and we'll show you what it looks like inside the smoker. Yep. All right. All right. We are at 253. Get this up like this. Got a good smoke. I wish you guys could smell this. We get that cherry wood in there. We're gonna set these in here. If you guys are wondering about my pants, when your wife says you're gonna wear these for Christmas Day, you wear them for Christmas Day. So, that's what we got. Woo! If you come in and take a look. So, right down here is where the wood chips go. Got a little thing that you spin around. I'll show you on the side. And then we've got some apple juice in here. So we're gonna smoke these. We're leaving these two rack opens. We're gonna do some little pig shots up here on top here in a little while, and then we're also gonna do some ham. So it's a pork-tastic day. I just made that up. You can coin that. Here's where the wood chips go in. I'll show you guys that later. But if you come up and look at the electrical, or the electric meter here. So just opening that door, we drop down to 212. So we're gonna keep that shut. One thing I gotta watch that is different than the offset that we have is the smoke. I'm used to a real nice blue smoke that was real clear. This is a little different. This is that white smoke. Now that's good, but you gotta watch it because it's a dirty smoke, is what they call it. So we'll watch that. It's different for me. So I'm used to a real clean smoke, but we'll see how it turns out. So time has started. We got the timer set. We'll check these in about 2 hours. We're gonna check it every hour, but this should take about 2 hours once that temperature goes back up at about 250. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Yeah. All right. So these have been out here for about 2 hours and 30, I don't know, 2.5 hours. 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes. And here's what we're looking for. Get in here. Let's open that up. Okay, you temperature police. We're not gonna temp these, but we're gonna put them on here. Look at that. Looking for the bend on that. That's good. Let's get in here and get this. Oh yeah. Oh, looking for the color. That's nice. Look at this guy. This guy had drippings on it. That's okay. Let's pull this. We're gonna close this back up because we're still gonna use it. Let it get back up to temp. And I'll meet you guys back inside. All right, so now that we got them inside, we're about 150, 160 on the internal, and now we're really gonna do the cooking. All we wanted to do out there was the smoke. So let's bring this in, flip these over. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add about 4 pieces of butter here. This is where the real cooking begins here. Let me see. Yeah, that's about right. We're gonna go meat down. Okay. And we're gonna sprinkle some brown sugar on the bottom here. There. And then we're gonna go just like that. Push it down. And then this is, we're gonna double up. On oil. Did you get the wide flow? Get the wide flow. Alright. Pass it over. This. Good grab. And we're gonna keep it down. Sorry, our battery died right there. keep it down like that. And just like that. Now, I'm gonna do the other, just the same, butter, wrap it, and then we're gonna put it back on for about 2 hours. We want the temp to be about 205. Now, we don't need wood chips anymore because, of course, the smoke can't penetrate this. But about an hour into it, we're gonna take out our little pig shots, and we're gonna take out our ham, and we are gonna add wood chips into it. So about an hour from now, we're gonna come back out and add those two and some more wood chips, and we're going to finish our cook. And then we'll do one last thing to the ribs, which is a nice glaze, and we'll do an open face with that, and we'll be done. So we'll see you here in about an hour. All right, along with the ribs, we're also gonna be cooking ham, as you can see. Now, in here, we've cubed up some ham, just your, what is it? Is it a pound?
I don't know.
Just cubed up ham. We just cubed it up in little cubes like this, and you're gonna see that we've already pre-seasoned it. We got is it teaspoons? Yeah, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, nutmeg, and ground cloves, and then 1 teaspoon of ground ginger and paprika. So you can see that they're all coated all the way around. Now we're gonna add in 1 stick of butter. So let's just put a stick of butter in here. And we're gonna add this into the smoker about an hour and a half in when the ribs are about an hour and a half left. So let's add that in there. Now we're gonna do honey.
2 cups of honey.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 cups of honey. Just put that in there like that. What we're gonna do, now we're gonna add some sugar. That is 2 cups of sugar. Get in here. And then we're gonna add water. Should I add the water first?
Nah, just add it now.
Add it now?
Yeah, because it'll dissolve your sugar.
There you go. 2 cups of water.
Bottle, your favorite.
Don't get me started on bottled water. Okay. Then we're gonna go mess it. Get all that in there. Let's mix it around. And since our smoker's already on 250, we're gonna keep it at 250 for about an hour, hour and a half. That's why I said when we bring those ribs in to wrap them, we'll put this on there with it. Everything is coated. It's gonna make a very sweet ham. It's gonna be very, very good. Keep that like that. And there you go. Get that butter around there. Okay. Make a nice candy ham, if you will. All right, so we'll see you here in a little bit.
So, hi, Mrs. B here, in a rare occurrence, and because it's Christmas, that's the only reason I'm doing it. We are doing like what I think we've deemed a pig-tastic day. Is that what you called it?
Pork-tastic.
Pork-tastic, my bad. So the ribs are going, we got the ham stuff ready, and then we've got these. These are pig shots. Pig shots is super easy to make. It's kind of hard to see because I've already got most of them done, but we took a kielbasa and we cut it into a bite-sized piece, and we took thick cut bacon, and thick cut is going to be the key. Cut it in half in the package and then wrap it and secure it with a toothpick, right? Sounds pretty simple. It was. And then you've got filling, and this is where the money is. It's block of cream cheese, cup to 2 cups of shredded cheddar is what we use. Measure with your heart is what we call, or what I say. And then we also added in the Meat Church Voodoo seasoning, and we let it sit overnight. That way the seasonings were all melded together with the cheese, right? And so what I'm doing right now is I'm filling them, because what we're gonna do with these, and I love cream cheese, so I want like everybody to have a bunch in every bite. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish filling these, and then we're gonna sprinkle some more Voodoo on top. Now let me tell you about this real quick, because I'm sure you heard my husband say I'm not into spicy at all, but I'm okay with a little bit of bite, and that's what this is. If you use it accordingly. Somebody that doesn't like heat actually would like Voodoo, and it was what, 10 bucks? I mean, for this big thing. So I put it in with the cream cheese, and then we're gonna actually sprinkle some more on top because I rather enjoy this. And I'm gonna make a mess, and I hate the mess part. But we're gonna sprinkle it, and then it's gonna go in the smoker for, what is it, an hour?
About an hour at 250.
Hour at 250. See, he's the technical side. That's why I stay on the camera side. And they're gonna melt down, and I'm already salivating at the idea of what these are gonna taste like. So, once we get the ribs wrapped and ready to go, these will go in as the ribs are finishing. So everything, hopefully, fingers crossed, will finish together. So that's it, and it's the last you're gonna see of me today. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay, it was a little bit of a lie because I was convinced I needed to show you the finished product of these. These are pig shots, smoked in a cherry wood with apple juice going through the smoker. These are little appetizers and they smell amazing. So we're gonna let these cool off and dig into these while we're waiting on our ribs and ham to finish up. So we just wanted to show you the end.
All right, guys, we're done with the pig shots. We're done with the ham. Now we're at the ribs. We didn't put a glaze on this one. We put a glaze on that one over there. We put a little sweet and spicy on that one. Put a little glaze on it. We already cut up another rack. Gave it to our Uncle Scott. He's taking that one home. So let's cut into this one. Let me find a sweet spot here. Right there. Let me get a nice. Oh, if you can't find it, flip it over. Just flip these over. There we go. Alright, we're back. I don't know where it was because we cut off, but as you can see, the electric smoke or the electric smoker out there, it doesn't really give a smoke ring like we would, but you can see if you're looking for that juice coming out, there you go. We'll cut another one. We did try the other ones and very good. Like I said, these are, I guess this one has kind of a smoke ring to it. But you're looking for that juice to come out, just flowing out of there. There you go. Very nice. We can bite into it. Soft, tender. I was telling Becky that these are more, ooh, that's good. These are more like competition style, just because you can, when you take a bite of competition style ribs, you don't want them just to fall off the bone. You want that tacky, that sticky, more teeth marks in there. So these are very good. Very good. Very juicy. So that's it. Hopefully you guys stuck around to the end of the video and you watched us do this. Overall, the electric smoker did great. You can taste that smoke flavor in there. It stalled out on me, what was it, around hour 4? So we bumped up the temp just a little bit. Other than that, it worked great. And it might have been all the give and take that we were doing with the ham and the pig shots, opening up the door, closing the door. So I think if you just did a complete close on it, it would have cooked just fine. But we were opening and closing a lot. So we're gonna enjoy these, we're gonna enjoy those. Those have a little bit of kick. I think I remember if I told you guys, we did the Voodoo spice on those, so I can't wait to try those. But they turned out really good, so happy with it. So happy holidays, and until next time, see you then.